All right. Hey, guys, welcome back to howtobuycrypto.com. My name is Marco, and we're getting into it. I think I got that notification here. So hopefully you guys are seeing this live, and we're going already. All right. I'm not seeing it, but let's go ahead and go. Hey, I hope everybody has already, gotten all their candy and gone through it. This is a picture of my family here on Facebook. My wife went as Wonder Woman. Bella went as, Superwoman. And my son, Eli, went as Batboy. I went as Batman. And we had a good time. Went over to Willow Drive in Lake Jackson. And, hopefully you guys had a good time as well. So anyhow, let's go ahead and get into it. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to howtobuycrypto.com on YouTube or on Facebook. You can join the group here. And thank you to the new subscriber, man. I don't know how to pronounce this name, DG. There's a couple other things, Jason, about the Coinbase account. I do have a video, that you were talking about over here, locked out of Coinbase. The deal is that, to get verified, I mentioned you should be going to the desktop version and using the camera there, or you may have to scan your ID and upload the JPEG of that scan. So hopefully that takes care of it for you. I've talked to a few people that, have had to do that instead of using their cell phones and try and not get glare in the picture, because that, obviously reduces the ability for the for Coinbase to verify you. So anyhow, had a question here about cryptocurrency brokering. No, man, Daniel, I'm not into the brokering yet, because basically what it comes down to is liability, man. There's no regulation for me to be able to broker for you in the crypto. That's sound enough for me to feel like I could do something like that. I'm doing very well for myself, and I can, give pointers, and I can consult with you, man. I could help you set everything up, and talk to me about it, man. We'll figure something out. And thank you for the questions. Josh was talking about crypto yesterday and Bitcoin. Man, Bitcoin is blowing it up. Let me refresh the page here. I've been telling you guys, we already hit over $6,900, and we'll just go ahead and look at the exchange. I mean, it's a red day for everybody else, pretty much. Bitcoin Cash is also over $500, which is, that's bullish for Bitcoin Cash. I don't like Bitcoin Cash, but cool for them. Hey, good job. So here we go. Let's look at the monthly chart again. We've talked about this. You got the 9. We're here on, in November now, and this is a complete cycle here. Now, something to be aware of. I've been telling you guys we're looking at. I'm hoping for 7,000 before November 15th, and I will be likely pulling profit somewhere over 7,000. Where, like I said, let me click here. We're looking at 6909 is the Bitcoin high on Poloniex. I think on Bittrex it was a little bit higher, but $6,900 is awesome, guys. I was telling people back in like February to buy Bitcoin, under $1,000, and on the dips, and then under $2,000. And man, it's just been blowing up. So awesome. Kudos. Congratulations to all those people that are in. And you know what? Let me go ahead and flip the camera. Just some good news on my side of things. I did hand in my work cell phone at work today. It feels awesome to be able to say I am no longer working full-time in a manual labor, which is, man, that's a big weight off my shoulders. The downside to that job was that we did not have a schedule, that when a ship came into one of the ports, to one of the chemical plants, or to the crude oil plants, we would just get called and we'd have to leave. And so I many times would have to work through the day, through the night, then back through the day again, and hopefully catch some sleep in between a couple of the jobs here and there. And that was the worst part of the job. Hey, I'm able to walk away because of crypto, because I, saw this is the future, man. Bitcoin, cryptos is the future. And I encourage you guys, if you're still on the fence about this, now is not the time to buy into Bitcoin. It is still undervalued. It will still continue to rise throughout next year. I would recommend waiting till the 15th, when Bitcoin will be pulling back. I expect to see over a 20% pullback of Bitcoin because so many people are buying in right now. And that's, right around the 15th will be the time to look at getting into altcoins and, buying in to get some, what do you call, just to me, I like Ethereum. I like Litecoin. I like Monero, Dash, like Zcash. I like the privacy coins. I like Steam. All of them are at awesome prices right now. And there's plenty of others, but generally, if you buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, you're in good shape. You'll get to make a bounce play right there, right before the 15th. And we'll talk about this again. We can look at the charts again. But guys, I'm really excited. I have, it's a big weight lifted off me to not have to worry about constantly, getting called to work. And I literally was working 7 days a week. Because I, worked a couple of jobs. I'm an associate pastor, and I'm just in a new way and a new, season of my life, and I'm excited. I will be moving in January to Dallas, and we got offered a pastoring position there, and we're excited to do that as well. But anyhow, we'll go ahead and move on, guys. If you are looking at the markets here, again, we talked about this 9. We had a 13 here off of this 9, the cycle, where it's saying that the cycle of this bull cycle had gotten exhausted off of this 9. And so we did see some pullback here on the month was September. It wasn't enough to create a downtrend because we had reset the count here for, again, another upside. But I do expect that we are seeing the 9 here. Now, the buy the book indicator, this is something Tone Vase was talking about, skips. It goes from, if you get a 9 cycle, you skip a month, and then you restart the count, and that's not what this. So we have a heads up here. We may not pull back immediately. This month on the 15th, we might see a 20% pullback, and then a hammer like this where you have a long wick, and then it jumps way back up to close to where it was before. But I do intend to be making a play of, it's going on sale. Bitcoin's going on sale after the 15th, probably about 20% plus. I'm hoping for 30%, and being able to buy back in and get a deal on Bitcoin. Like I said, right now, Ethereum and Litecoin. Let's see here. Those are my favorites: Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. $52 for Litecoin, $292 for Ethereum. I did the same play before Bitcoin Gold, and got between about 7% and about 20% on the bounce play between some of the coins that I mentioned before. So be watching for that. And let's look at the weekly here. This is Bitcoin versus Tether, US Tether on Poloniex, and we're here in week 5. And this is what makes me think that possibly we're not going to break down all the way, is that the weekly chart is on a 5. So we have a potential of 4 more weeks of upside before we can, on the weekly chart, get that pullback. And this 9 supports that theory. And like I said, I do expect a pullback on the 15th. But, we may be seeing into, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We may be looking at, December, seeing a down pull. I like I said, we'll get this right on 2x pullback, and then possibly again in December see a 1 to possibly 4 month pullback on Bitcoin, which I'm kind of excited about, because again, I'll be looking at getting some more Bitcoin for a cheaper price. So anyhow, back into the dailies, we're at a 6. So 7, 8, 9. We'll be looking at on the 11th, possible pullback, 1 to 4 days. You see here a 9, 1 to 4 day pullback, reset the count. And here you got consolidation here. It didn't even make it all the way up. You got a 1 to 4 day here on the flip of the indicator, and then reset the count. Here we're at 6, and we're going to get all the way to the 11th. So after the 11th, we'll see what happens. We may continue up, and just reset the count. You can see that. I believe it happened over here. Here we go. So you got all the way to a 9. This is in August. You got a 1 through a 9, and then you went up higher, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could, the 11th, get all the way to the 15th of upside before we see the reverse in the trend. And anyhow, so yeah, just be aware. Just wanted you guys to see what's going on here. And again, I did want to mention, James, let me go over here. James was talking about receive Bitcoin 2x. Now, I did want to mention, have you learned where you would receive Bitcoin 2x? And if we're holding Bitcoin on November 16th, I can't seem to find a consistent answer. Now, Coinbase is saying, yes, we will be issuing 2x to anybody holding on, on their platform. And I do see that Ledger here responded that they would be as well issuing. Oh, it wasn't this one. I believe it was this one. Here you go. Ledger CTO. We'll do our best to support the forks as quickly as possible, ideally immediately if they launch right now. Both SegWit 2x and this was Bitcoin Gold. This was back before 24 days ago is when this was. So under development, so they can't provide more details. So they want to see that it's safe, that the fork goes smoothly before they provide it on the Ledger. And I told you, James, that hardware wallets are a good bet. Ledger has been on top of their game, man, as far as providing, all the coins from the fork. So, you can look at that, and hopefully that answers your question. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And, for the feedback, guys, I want to continue to give you the information that you're looking for. And if you guys have any questions, you can email me at marco@howtobuycrypto.com. I'm going to be wrapping it up here. Hey, if you want to do a consultation, let me know. Happy to do that and work something out with you. $100 an hour. You want to pay in Bitcoin or, an altcoin, let me know. We'll figure something out. Or you want to take, an intro course to trading, let me know as well. We are going up to $199 for that course. And anything else, Marco@howtobuycrypto.com. Hit me up on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook. I will talk to you guys soon.